Hello, beautiful souls. It's such an honor, it's such a joy to be here with you today in this Embrace Your Magic Light Summit. So first of all, for those who don't know me, my name is Matoke. I'm a messenger of inspiration. I'm a conscious entrepreneur, and I'm so passionate about helping purpose-driven women and teaching them how to learn the 3 steps to a high profit through automation and conscious water. First of all, I'd love to take this moment to just convey the deepest gratitude to Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, who's just put all this together and just done so much, even on the back screen, that so many don't know what she did to bring this together. So thank you, Abigail. She's just beautiful, bold, bubbly, and we honor you, Abigail. Thank you so much for creating this magic with us. And also a very, very deep gratitude to every single person who's chosen to be here today. I want to value your most valuable assets, your time, your presence, and your attention that you've chosen to bring here so you can embrace your total magic. You're here for a reason. It's not an accident. There's a reason why you're here at this particular moment, this particular day, and this particular hour. And for those who are not catching me live, we'll have the recording. So feel free to just put hashtag replay later on when you're going to be catching up. So my topic is called You Are Unique. I remember when Abigail told us about this summit, I tuned in and asked my higher self, what topic am I here to present to people to serve them at their highest good? And You Are Unique was so crystal clear to me. And I went ahead and just fully embodied it. And this is what I'm going to present to you today. So first of all, I want to acknowledge how magical you are, how extremely special you are. If you look at how it took just a single sperm to hit that particular egg, so the body could be formed in flesh and blood, and your spiritual being chose to have this human experience and chose the body to be here. If you just look at that, that's so magical. You are special. You are special. How you've been brought up together, it's just incredible. It's just phenomenal. And you're here for something bigger. You're not just a speck in the universe. I believe each and every single one of us has magic to bring to the table. So just because you're looking at all this lineup of presenters, of powerhouse presenters, I'm sure if you've been tuning in, you've been experiencing how magical the messages have been flowing. But what I want to tell you is there's a uniqueness in you that no one else has. And the most important role for you is to figure out this uniqueness as early as possible, to figure out, ask yourself, what am I? And why am I here? What am I here to embrace? What am I here to bring to humanity? And the moment you can pick that up and use it as a divine service to humanity, that's the moment you're going to experience so much joy in your life. I remember back then when someone asked me who I am, I would give you all these professions. Oh, I was an ex-model, or I was an ex-stewardess. But who am I to serve humanity? Not just to walk on the catwalk, or not just to serve passengers and travel globally, globe-trotting and being in different continents, but what am I here to do to humanity? And if you look back as little kids, when little kids, it's a question that little kids are being asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I think the question should be reframed to, what do you want to fulfill in this lifetime? And that's a question that I've been asking my kids. And if you ask, what are you here to do in this lifetime? It's much more juicy. It's much more powerful than what do you want to do? What do you want to do in this life? I remember as a 5-year-old when I was asked, oh, what do you want to do? I was so adamant and so confident, and I was like, I want to be a stewardess. And I remember my parents being so disappointed and saying, oh my goodness, you want to be a stewardess? And my sister was like, I want to be a doctor. The other one, I want to be a pharmacist, and they ended up being a doctor and pharmacist. So anyway, I wanted to be a stewardess. And at 21, that dream came to a reality. I was a stewardess. But deep down, I realized that was that was not what I'm here to do. That was not my purpose. That isn't it. No, it's not this. What is more to it? And then I remember in the airline industry, because I was flying for Emirates Airline based in Dubai, the airline came up with a volunteer department where we volunteered to be peer support to our fellow crew who are distressed or who are undergoing silent trauma. And this was a volunteer which you do on your days off. And I was so excited to jump in. And the moment that I was taught and trained on how to be a peer support member, the moment I used my days off to be of service to other crew who are distressed, who needed an ear and a person to listen to, the moment I felt like I'm starting to fulfill my purpose. But that wasn't it. It wasn't enough. So anyway, so later on, after I resigned from my job, so I moved to the United States where I became a mother. So I started by delivering inspiration on my social media pages like once in a while, but it felt like I was not doing enough. But the moment I decided that every single day of my life, I'm gonna do something that is gonna be of a blessing to humanity. I want to do something or say something that is going to be of a blessing to someone else, that is going to touch someone, that is going to make someone feel empowered. And every single one of us has that gift. And whatever gift you have the roles might be similar to someone else, but wherever you're going to bring to the table is your uniqueness, how you deliver it, how you bring it to others, how you serve others. That's your uniqueness, and that's your authenticity. And your authenticity is your currency. Your authenticity is what makes you special, what makes you abundant, what makes you joyous, what makes you just feel like there's so much abundance flowing through you. And I know like so many people who've not fully embraced their uniqueness and their purpose, it can seem a little bit scary. It can seem a little bit daunting at the beginning. But just like a little baby, when they're starting to learn how to walk, it starts with the mini steps. The little baby maybe will start sitting upright. And then at a moment, after a few months, the baby will start crawling. Then they'll feel confident and stand up, hold on to tables, and at times they're going to fall. But they don't give up. They keep working. And it's the same thing we need to embrace. We should not give up. Empowerment, it's the consistent steps you take in life, the great and the small steps. And this great and the small steps is what proves to us again and again that it's possible to achieve what we deeply so desire. And when you're embracing your uniqueness, or when you're on your journey of embracing your uniqueness, at times you might get to a dead end where you're like, oh my goodness, what do I do now right now? And that is the moment that you need to be confident and connect to your higher self, whatever you want to call it, source energy, Buddha, Allah, God, Krishna, whatever you want to call it. That's the moment you connect. As above, so below. You connect and ask, okay, what is the right next move? What is the right next step? And your higher self, your unique, higher, true self always has the answers. Always has the answers to what you're looking for. And if you seem scared, like I remember back then, a few years ago, I wouldn't be in front of a video, like sharing my passions with others. I would like be so completely terrified. I would like be, oh my goodness, no, I can't be on video. But it's those single little steps you take. And I love this quote by Maya Angelou where she says, I come as one, but stand as 10,000. So you're here to fulfill what your previous ancestors were dreaming of. You come as one, but you're standing with your ancestors, you're standing with your guides, you're standing with your archangels, your higher self. You're standing with your divine father, divine mother, and divine mother earth. They're all here to support you. You are never alone. So go for your uniqueness. It's time to embrace and completely embody your uniqueness. And when you're embodying your uniqueness, The most special time is when you decide to put your heart on your sleeve, when you decide to serve from the heart, and when you bring those feelings to reality, when you decide to share your flaws, your wounds that were turned into wisdom, your trials that were turned into triumphs, your pains that were turned into power, in an authentic manner without fearing what other person is going to say. That's the moment life becomes magical. When you're not scared of what other people will say, when you just serve from in flow and not tension. You know, when you're serving from in flow, it's a little bit like a bird flying or like water falling. Because water, it's just so elusive. It's when you serve in flow, it's just so magical, and the person receiving it on the other end gets to experience that magic. And the gift that you are meant to bring becomes just phenomenon, becomes powerful, and becomes profound. And what I can say is my confidence did not just come from, okay, I woke up one day and boom, my confidence was there. It came from connecting to my higher self. It came from connecting to the source energy or God or whatever you want to call it, connecting to the higher power that is more higher than me, and knowing that I'm always guided, I'm always protected, I'm always being told what action to take and being guided on what steps to take. And as you're embodying your uniqueness, remember, you cannot compare chapter 20 of someone else's life with your chapter 1. Embrace every single moment. Enjoy every single step. And life is like a bridge. The bridge you are on right now on your chapter 1 or chapter 10 or chapter 12 is not the bridge that you're going to be on 5 years, 3 years, or 10 years from now. So enjoy the moment. Give it your fullest. The most powerful thing is when you live in the moment, when you know that you're always doing the right thing, when you know that whatever you're doing right now is the right thing, that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, you have as much clarity as you need, and you trust yourself to follow the steps as they are presented themselves to you. When you know that without a doubt, then you always serve with ease and grace, and whatever you're serving will not look like a task, but it will look like a joy because you know you're creating an impact on someone else's life. And at times when you're going on your journey, you might say, oh my goodness, but no one is commenting on my posts. I don't think anyone is watching my videos. But you gotta go with this third law of motion, which I love so much. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So just the way if you throw a ball up, it comes down. As above, so below. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Whatever you give to the universe, you're already getting it back. You might not see it, but it's already coming to you in 100-fold. Your duty is to offer the divine service of your true soul calling. What I know is you got to take responsibility for the space you got here right now, not what is going to be there tomorrow. What you've got here right now. Every thought that I think that leads to an action, I know it's going to come back to me, whatever it is. And life is meant for growth and change. It's meant for expanding and not contracting. And when you no longer grow, when you no longer do that, then that's like a whisper to you that, hey, wake up. You got to take your next right step. You got to take your next right move. And at times your next move is a calling. At times it can come to you as a whisper. At times it can come to you as a cue in the universe. At times it can come to you through a summit or through a podcast or through watching a YouTube video. But the most important thing is heed to that calling and use it to be of service to others. Because when you're not fulfilling your calling, you're not just being of disservice to yourself, you're being of disservice to humanity as a whole. And when you're serving, come from a place of intention. Come from a place, ask yourself, what is my intention? Like when I came onto this summit, I asked myself, what is my intention? And I journaled it. My intention is to inspire someone and touch someone's heart and mind that will empower them to rise and unleash themselves into the grandest, truest, highest vision of themselves. And that is my intention for today. I want to see you rising to the highest, truest, greatest version of yourself so you can live an abundant life. And when you meet a dead end, like when you're flowing through your journey, you might say, oh my goodness, this is happening to me. And that is the moment you need to stay still and stay connected. And instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? Because I believe everything happens for a reason, for a season, and for a lesson. At times, things happen for you to learn, to grow, and to evolve. And the season could be a month, it could be 10 days, it could be 20 days, it could be 3 months. But that's the season for you to learn, to grow, and evolve. There's always a reason behind it. So don't get trapped in, oh my goodness, it's happening to me. Because you're coming from a place of guilt and blame. But when you say, what is this here to teach me? Then you're ready to embrace the reason, the season, and the lesson life has to offer you. So you can dive into your next step in life, your next higher step in life. And the most important magical point of your consciousness is when you ask yourself, or when you tell yourself, it's happening through me, as your higher self, as your highest true self, or it's happening as me. When you come to a point where it's happening as me, that's the moment that you trust and surrender to the mighty power that is guiding you always, that is always there to help you, to lead you, to show you the way. And my confidence did not just come overnight. It was a step. I decided to be open to opportunities, be open to transforming, transmuting, and transcending in many ways. One of the things that transformed my life completely when it comes to showing up is when I learned the tips, tricks, and tools of personal brand. When I came across a community that gave me those tips and techniques and just made me learn how I can show up online in an authentic and just graceful way. And that is what I want for you as well. If you're looking to shine into your uniqueness and you don't know where to start, you're in fear, you're like, oh my goodness, what are people going to say about me? What are they going to think about me? Oh my goodness. Don't fear what others people say. Don't be stuck on what other people might think of you. Be stuck on not fulfilling your dream. Be scared of not fulfilling your soul's calling, not what a high school mate of yours is going to say about you when they see you showing up online in your authentic self. And you are a magical being. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. And whatever you deliver it from your spiritual self. And don't get stuck on, oh my goodness, but I'm alone. You're never alone. As I said earlier, the Maya Angelou's quotes, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. This is a quote that has helped me tremendously. When I'm scared of showing up online, or when I'm scared of, oh my goodness, how am I going to come and share this message? I come as one and stand as 10,000. This makes you stand in your most authentic, confident, and powerful way that people will receive you in a way that is so magical. And some people, like, most important thing is people will get stuck and people will say, oh, I want to leave a legacy. And the legacy they want to leave, they want to base it on materialistic things. Yes, of course, I love materialistic things. I love jewelry, I love handbags, I love shoes. But the legacy is going to be the lives you touched, The legacy is not going to be how many cars you drove, or how many handbags you owned, or which hotels you lived in. The legacy is going to be how many lives did you touch? How many lives did you change? How many lives did you impact? And one thing that I came to learn is people will forget what you said, what you did. They might even forget what you did yesterday, but they will never forget what and how you made them feel. That is one profound thing that I always say when I'm delivering a service. I want it to impact someone in a positive way. Because people will not remember what I did, what I said, but they'll remember how I made them feel, the impact I brought into their lives, the impact and the strength and the courage I gave them to pursue their dreams. That is what they're going to remember, not what I did or what dress I wore or what photo I posted online, but how I made them feel. And that is my wish for you too. When you can embrace your uniqueness and come from a place of divine service, heart-centered, when you're here to offer your magic without fear, with so much confidence, with so much grace, with so much love, and with so much gratitude, then the magic flows. And one thing I want to share, which is so vital, which has transformed my life in so many ways, is gratitude. I cannot underestimate or undermine the power of gratitude. When you make it non-negotiable to be of gratitude every single day and have a journal, and journal at least 5 to 10 things you're grateful for. But don't come from a place of it's just a habit, but come from a place of bring feelings to it, bring emotions to it. Don't just say, oh, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. Why are you grateful for it? What impact is it bringing into your life? Remember, gratitude is riches and complaint is poverty. When you embrace and are grateful for what you are and what you have right now, and not focus on what you don't have, then whatever you have will multiply. But when you focus on what you don't have, you might not receive anything. So gratitude has become my number one attitude, and it has just brought so much incredible changes into my life. And I would love to share with you a book that I use for journaling when it comes to gratitude. Some of you might know it, but it's called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And it has 28 days of magical practices of gratitude where you go through each and every different day with a certain topic. You can focus on your health, you can focus on money, you can focus on your relationships, you can focus on things that happened before, you can focus on how to remove negativity completely out of your life. When you make gratitude a value, when you make it one of your number one values, things start to trickle. Things start to flow into your life like a waterfall. So are you ready to embody that uniqueness, that soul uniqueness, that soul calling? Are you ready to heed to your soul calling? And I know some people who've not fully dived into their soul calling might be asking, but how do I connect to my soul purpose? Each and every single one of us has passions. And you can look into your passions and you can turn your passions into your purpose. When you dive into your passions one by one and you look through it and ask yourself, does this excite me? How does this make me feel? And then when you find a passion that something that just excites you so much, that just makes you have goosebumps, something that makes you so excited when you wake up in the morning and you feel like, yay, I want to serve humanity. That's your soul purpose. That is what you need to embrace. That is what you need to embody. That is what you need to bring into your heart and nurture. Just the way we nurture plants when they're growing. Like first we plant a seed. So it starts from a seed. Everything starts from a seed. You plant a seed. then you gotta water it. You gotta give it some food like fertilizer. Then as it starts to sprout and grow and leaves form, you gotta weed it, like you gotta remove the weeds around. Then when the time comes, you reap the harvest of the seed that you planted. But it's a step. Even an apple tree does not grow in one day. It grows in months, it grows in seasons, and different plants grow in different ways. And same with your soul purpose. Your journey might be different from someone else's journey. Your growth might be different from someone else's growth. Just because someone else is faster than you does not mean you're less privileged, or you're not loved, or you're not favored. Embrace that magic. Plant that seed. Water it. Nurture it. Love it. Give it love. Give it affection. Weed it. Remove the weeds around it. And then harvest it when the time deems right. So if you're sitting there and wondering, I would love to embrace my purpose. I already have my purpose, but I don't know how to share it in a unique way, or I don't know how to share it on social media, or I'm scared of sharing it on social media, then I might have the tool for you and the vehicle for you that will make you learn how to share your authenticity in a natural, flowing way. And if this is you, just drop a comment or reach to me straight on Messenger and I'll be happy. Come, let's chat. Let's have a chat and see if this is a vibe, if this is something that would be a vehicle to make you achieve what you so deeply desire, what your soul deeply calls you for. Because I believe everyone deserves to rise. Everyone deserves to grow. We are not meant to stay stagnant. And whatever place you're in, it's a bridge, it's a step that is moving you to the next level. Every step of my life has been a bridge. Being a model was a bridge. Being a stewardess was a bridge. Then becoming an author was a bridge. Becoming a speaker was a bridge. Becoming a messenger of inspiration was another bridge. So life is always moving you in the right direction of what you so deeply desire, if you choose to say yes to it, if you choose to embrace it, if you choose to be open and ready to receive what the universe has for you. You are so much loved. You are so much just admired that your soul guides or your ancestors want to see you rise. They want to see you fulfill the dream that they left, or making it better, or making it polished. It's time to rise. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your soul authenticity. You have no idea how many people are waiting to hear your stories, how many people are waiting to hear your trials and how you turn them into triumphs. How many people are waiting to hear how you turned the pain into power. And that particular story that you have is going to change someone's life. Are you going to hold on to it? Or are you going to rise and share it and impact so many lives? Are you ready to wear your heart on your sleeve and share yourself in the most authentic, in a real and raw way? As I always say, real and raw is the new sexy. When you share it from your accent, when you share it from the way you talk, the way you present it, that is your authenticity and that's your currency. That is what people are looking for. Don't hold on to that magic. Don't hold on to that magic that is waiting to burst like a volcano. It's time to share it. So I'd love to share with you, I'd love to wrap it up with 5 best ways I have learned to win myself over and over again, no matter what comes my way. Number one, appreciate how special you are. And drown yourself into positive affirmations. And when you drown yourself into affirmations, embody them with feelings, with emotions, not just I am love. It's a big difference when you say I am love or I am love. When you feel it deeply at your cellular core level with emotions. And I always say with affirmations at times, I call them true formations. Basically, putting affirmation that is based on where you are and not 1,000 miles away. Putting affirmation based on where you want to start. So if you're in chapter 1, focus on chapter 2. Focus on the next step, not chapter 20. And do things you love. Focus on things that light you up. Don't compare yourself to others. They might be on a different race, they might be on a marathon, but you're on a sprint. So don't look at the people on a marathon. Focus on your sprint. And forgive yourself. Don't regret yesterday. Don't regret that I wish I started yesterday. Or I wish I started sharing my passion 10 years ago. Don't regret. There's a reason for everything. Life is happening for you, through you, and as you. It's not happening to you. So embrace it. Let life happen for you, through you, and as you. Through Christ consciousness. Love yourself because it is the holy grail of happiness. Love who you truly are. Treat yourself like you're the best thing that ever happened to humanity. And remember, you're a spiritual being who chose to have this human experience. How do you choose to make it better? What are you going to do with it? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Thank you so much, beautiful souls, for listening. Whoever was listening to live or whoever is going to watch the replay, thank you so much. And it's time to grab a tea or grab a coffee or grab some water. And the next beautiful powerhouse who's coming on is Alison Cotton. And she's so passionate to come and share with you how to activate your wealth blueprint and bring to light your fire within. Whew, sounds juicy. Are you ready? It's time to shine. Sending you so much love and have a magical day. Embrace your magic and enjoy listening to the other presenters.